Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Acne's back, back, back. Tell your friend, friend, friend. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Callie here. For those of you who do not know who I am, thanks for coming back. Or if it's your first time, hi, hello, welcome. As you can see, I'm in a little bit of a messy room right now, but bear with me. Again, I'll say it for the 28 millionth time, we are in the process of moving, so this is temporary. Next week we will have our new place, new setup, and you know, it'll be good, so I'm excited. But today I thought we could do a little, wow, it just got really dark. I thought today we could do a little bit of a chatty get ready with me, and I'm gonna show you guys how I cover up my spots. Obviously, you don't need to cover up your spots. You're beautiful regardless. Know it, love it, be it. But if you do feel like you want to cover them up, or you need a little boost of confidence, or whatever makeup does for you, that's okay too. So today I'm going to show you what I do to cover up my spots, and we are just going to chit chat, patty whack. You ready? You ready? I'm starting with the Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue Concealer, and this is in shade 1.5. It is the fair shade. And this has salicylic acid in it, which is really great for pimples. So I like to use this as a spot treatment on my pimples. I'm just gonna rub it in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go, honey. And then I have a couple up here. So what the hell? What the hell happened with my skin? That is a good question. That is the $1 million question. Here, I'm gonna move this so I can be more in the frame. That is the $1 million question, you guys, and I really don't know. I wish I did, but I'm gonna chalk it up to stress, hormones, and you know, I just did that update on the Mirage supplement saying it still worked for me. Maybe this is karma, maybe it doesn't. It could literally be a million different things. Could be something I ate, could be traveling. I could go on, but you get the point. The next thing I am going to use is the First Aid Beauty Avocado Bendy Hydrating Concealer. And this concealer isn't like super full coverage, but I do like to use it under my eyes because it's really hydrating. And you know what? I'm gonna hit the spots with a second layer of concealer. So, life update. I'm excited to move. I'm nervous. Everything I was before. I have been a lot more anxious because it's just like a big leap, you know. It's a lot, and it's a lot, and I'm excited. Honestly, I should be in a bad mood, but I'm not. The reason I say that is because I woke up this morning to a few trolls in my inbox, which is like the funniest thing. Like, why do you care so much? Why do you have so much time for me? That's weird. But I woke up this morning to a few trolls in my inbox who told me that my acne was because I'm constipated, which I actually haven't been. I've been quite the opposite. Very fluid with my bowel movements. Thank you very much. You know, just people telling me they think they know what's best for me. They think they know why my skin's breaking out. The usual. You guys, if we knew, if there was a cure, we would all have perfect skin. But guess what? They're not. Anyways, so I posted this person's comments or DMs, and I'll probably show you guys here too. And I actually got a lot of responses from people like, oh my god, I've had people tell me that. I've had people like, you know, say unnecessary things or mean things that hurt my feelings, and this is so relatable. And I usually don't respond to mean comments, but I thought like, okay, maybe this person's just ignorant. Maybe I can help them. Maybe I can show them like, you know, acne isn't because of this. It's, you know, it's so much more. No, this is like the type of just stubborn ignorance that doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to know what's right and wrong, just their way or the highway. So there was no talking I could do to them or with them. So obviously with acne, you guys, there's texture. You can't really cover up texture. It's it is what it is. So the next thing I'm gonna go in with is the Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue, and this is in Fairly Light. And I'm just gonna use this actually like on this part of my face because I'm not really breaking out that much on the rest of my face, just around my beard. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, anyways. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Tarte, and this is, say hello to Bear. Hi Bear, you making a guest appearance? This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Powder Foundation in Fair Light Neutral. I'm gonna use this on the rest of my face. But anyways, I decided that I wasn't gonna let the troll get to me, and that, you know, you can't help or teach people that don't want to learn. If they want to think acne is because I'm dirty or because I eat poorly, then that's on them, not me. It says a lot more about them. And you remember that, honeys, if you're out there watching. So I just like buff it into the skin. And also I wanted to say that when I do my foundation, I put my skincare on first. I usually don't use primers just because silicones like clog my pores. Oh look, the sun came out. Silicones usually clog my pores, so I don't really like using primers. Oh, and just like that, the sun's gone. And I'm just grabbing it down here because it's giving me more control. Other than that, what else has been going on? Not much, you guys, which is sometimes good. If you can't tell, today compared to maybe my most recent videos, I am in like a way better mood. I have been just getting active again, just working out, and it really does help my mindset, and I just have to remind myself of that because sometimes I get in these funks, and like, it's all fine and dandy if you are into like, you know, binge watching TV and doing that sort of thing, but for me, I get in a hole and then I like can't stop, and then I'm like, oh, why do I feel like crap? Well, it's probably because I've been staring at the TV or at my phone or whatever nonstop. So I just have to like get active and get out there and disconnect, you know. So the next thing I'm using is what I pretty much always use, is the Butter Blush, and this is in the shade Vintage Rouge. And I am going to put this. Bear, what are you doing? Did you really just come in here to sit in the background of my video to chew on your foot? He has allergies, okay? So if you ever see him chewing on himself in my videos, he has allergies because he has a rare autoimmune disease and he has to take immunosuppressant, like, whatever, medicine. And so that's why he does that. He literally came in here just to chew on himself. That's so cute, Bear. We all really appreciate that. And I like a lot of blush, and I like putting it on my nose, so it looks like you got like a little bit of sun. I don't really know many people that do that, but I like it. Okay, next we have the Laura Geller Peach Glow. I like the Peach Glow. This is the Gelato Swirl, and I like the other one. It's like a bronze glow. The only thing that kind of stinks about, you know, my skin breaking out is that you guys know I've done microneedling at home and professional, and each professional treatment was quite pricey, $400 to $500, and I think I had like 4 or 5, I think it was 4 done. So you can do the math. Was quite a bit of money, and to like be breaking out again after that is just kind of like, ugh, like why did I already like spend all this money? Because now I know it's not backtracking, but now I feel like I wasted my money, and like I should have waited because I thought like my skin was clear and that I was over it. That's the thing with acne, you guys. If you're acne prone, sometimes it'll just happen and it's okay. But, you know, it doesn't mean that it's any less frustrating. Because it definitely is, especially, you know, I was looking back through my timeline, and the last time I had a breakout was of like a breakout like this, like, okay, cyst, 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 little tiny guys, and then 2 more cysts. The last time I had a breakout like this was literally July last year. So it's been almost a year. So obviously I'm gonna feel a little bit like, what the hell, especially since I didn't change anything. But anyways, I was just saying, I wish I would have waited like a year until my skin was clear, or maybe even longer, because now I'm like, oh my God, you know, is it gonna come back? Did I waste my money? Like, it's kind of discouraging, kind of. You ever listen to yourself talk so much and you're like, oh my God, I sound like, can you stop? Because I listen to myself talk, especially when I go back and edit these, and I'm like, wow, no. So I use the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 4, and I just do like tiny little strokes, just like this. And it takes a lot of concentration, apparently. I just got real serious real fast. Oh my God, okay, so I remember what I wanted to tell you guys. So I'm not gonna say his name, but my husband was like, hey, do you know, it was this guy. He was like, hey, do you know this guy? And I was like, huh, name sounds really familiar. Like, why do you say that? And he was like, well, he went to my school, and he was like, so I thought maybe you'd know him, and he just got arrested for murder. Got arrested for murder. And I was like, holy crap. And then I kept like thinking, because honestly, high school is kind of a big blur for me. Yeah, it's kind of a big and then I went through and I looked at my contacts and I saw his name, and then I like looked him up on Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, like I totally talked to this guy. I went on a date with this guy once. I'm gonna tell you guys about it right now. So now I'm going to use the nude palette from Huda Beauty. So I went on a date with this guy once, and I'm starting with the concealed shade on my eyeballs. Okay, so on my date with this guy, by the way, I was only like 16, I think, and he was like 25. At the time, my parents kept being like, no, you can't see him, like that's weird. And I'm like, no, it's totally fine. No, that was not totally fine. Being someone who is 24, 25 right now, I cannot imagine dating someone who's a junior in high school. That does not seem or feel right to me. So yeah, definitely one of those situations where it like should not have happened. But anyways, I like this guy because he was like cool, and he had tattoos, and he was like super edgy, and I was like, heck yeah. Like he was like dangerous, and I was like totally attracted to that. And he also like didn't, you know, he didn't treat people good, and I was like, I love that, like bad boy. You don't treat me good? Great. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the shade Secret, and I'm going to go in on the crease. Anyway, so I went on one date with this guy. Let me tell you about this date. He picks me up, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, which, you know, for me, for a school night, I'm like, oh, that's pretty late, you know, oh, it's pretty late, what are we gonna do? So it's like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and we drive for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, where are we going? We go to some random ass Walmart, and we buy flashlights. And I'm like, why are we buying flashlights? But me, being so naive and innocent, I'm still like, yeah, this is a bad boy, like this is cool, like heck yeah, like we're gonna go do something with flashlights. And he was like, oh, it's a surprise, it's a surprise. So I'm like, okay. And then we drive and we get to a like, it's like a putt-putt place basically, and I'm like, why are we bringing flashlights to a putt-putt place? And he was like, no, it's across the street. So I'm like, there's nothing over there except for like dark woods. But I'm like, okay, I'll follow this guy. You see where this is going. So we go into these woods, and I mean, I'm feeling like pretty excited, not even that creeped out, but now I think about it, I'm like, this was real creepy. So we go into these woods, and there's an abandoned house, and you know, he's like, oh, there's this old abandoned house, and like there's supposed to be ghosts in here and stuff or whatever. So like we're walking through this abandoned house, it's super creepy, and then just, you know, I'm walking through this house with him, and all of a sudden he's gone, and it's just me in this creepy ass house. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm literally looking for him. I'm pretty sure my phone died. I'm like looking for him for like, I don't know, for a while. It probably was like only 10 minutes, but it felt like 30 minutes. Finally I found him out by like an old shack in the back, and he was staring at like some rope or something weird. I was really naive, okay. Now we're going in with Raw right here. Yeah, so I made up some excuse. He got like really annoyed, and then he drove me to his house, not even home, which was like real weird. And then I think hold on. I got some makeup, some eyeshadow on my face. Well, of course I got some makeup on my face. Yeah, so I don't remember exactly how I convinced him. I tried to get him to take me home, but he wouldn't. He took me to his house. So I actually had to have someone else pick me up from his house. So, long story short, do not let a guy take you out to the woods with just flashlights and show you some rope and disappear for like 20 minutes. Obviously, I don't know exactly what he had planned, but his intentions weren't very good. Like the worst, scariest date experience of my life. And then as soon as my husband told me, you know, he got arrested, I was like, whoa, shit. I really dodged a bullet on that one. God damn. So that's my life. Tell me about your scariest, worst date below, please. I would love that so much to know I'm not alone. That I'm not the only one who has had a creepy creep date. Okay, what am I gonna do now? Okay, now I'm going to use, what color is this? Sorry guys, it's so dirty. This Charmed color. I'm just gonna pat it to the center. Ooh, that's really pretty. Oh, it's so pretty, look. So good. Very nice. But yeah, tell me about your dates below, please. For reals. I need to know. But yeah, I think that's like just stuck in my mind for a while because it was just very, very, very bizarre. And I didn't get it at the time. Obviously something in my body told me to run because it was a little weird. I'm going to take, not that. Now I'm going to take Kitten Karma from Stila. It's a liquid glitter shadow. And I'm going to pat it onto my lid. Just like that. Honestly, I feel like this look needs a light, like a nude lip. Not what I had planned, but very cute. I love these glitter shadows. If y'all haven't hopped on this yet, you need it. Okay, so, whew! We are going to do Lash Primer. And this is, what is this? I don't even know. I think it's Estee Lauder maybe. Oh, no, it's Lancome. It says right there. It's a Lancome Lash Booster. I only got this because I went into Ulta and they were having like their 21 days of beauty sale, and this was on the front table, and I was like, oh, I'll try it because it was like half off and it was pretty cheap. So it does work pretty good, I think. But I didn't really come with directions, so I don't know if you're supposed to apply the mascara while it's still wet or like wait for it to dry. So usually I just kind of like wait for it to dry. He's tired of me talking. He just did a big sigh. Look how strange that looks. Ooh. Okay. This was also on sale, so I decided to try it out. Is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. Before this, my go-to, the one that I used to use all the time, was the Perversion Mascara. And that was from Urban Decay. And I really liked that one, but it also like smudged down here a lot. And I noticed with this one, actually a lot less smudging, almost maybe none. And that's saying something because when I smile, I have these like cheeks. I have these cheeks, of course, we all have cheeks. But it goes like up right here and my eyelashes are long, so it always like smudges and rubs. But I feel like this one actually doesn't do it as much as other ones. Like it might do like one little tiny thing, but you just wipe it off and then you're good for like the rest of the day. But really, this is pretty much like no smudge. It's real great. So if you're looking for a new mascara, and this I also, I don't know if I said that already, but I got it because it was on sale. Oh, okay, I have another story. I just remembered something else. I went to Indianapolis this past weekend to a show. I listened to like a murder comedy podcast, which like sounds weird, but it's actually really good if you like true crime, and they're very entertaining to listen to. It's called My Favorite Murder. But I went to this show, and afterwards, me and my husband were walking around downtown Indianapolis, and we walked to a bar, and we were there drinking, and I had a shirt, like a merchandise t-shirt that said My Favorite Murder on it. And this girl next to me was like, oh, did you just go to the show? Like, I was just there. It was so great. Aren't they so good? And I was like, yeah, they're so funny. Like, I love them so much. I couldn't believe the story where she dropped the bowling ball on the guy's head and, like, whatever. Anyways, like, I thought, oh my god, me and this girl are totally vibing. Like, we're having a great conversation. Like, this is awesome. I thought everything was, like, cheery and good. Again, maybe I'm just naive. But Tyler was on his phone, and he like typed into his phone pad and showed me, and he said, she's lying. And I was like, what is he talking about? He said, she's a narcissist, like she's lying. And I didn't even realize until after Tyler told me. He's like, yeah, you were like giving her all the information. She didn't know anything about it. She didn't like know the people's names or like even know, you know, whatever. And she said she was like high up on the whatever team of whatever restaurant she was at. And I'm like, why are you serving drinks at almost midnight on a holiday, like a drinking holiday? Anyways, and I thought that we were like best friends, so that was really eye-opening to me. Like, maybe I'm like, I feel like sometimes I'm too open and like trusting and like give away so much information. I'm like, maybe I should quit doing that. As I'm recording on YouTube, telling you guys about my life. Prime example, hello. So yeah, that was really weird, because I think being someone who is like open and trusting and vulnerable and like who is taught to like be like that, you expect everyone else to be the same, but it's like a hard lesson to learn that not everyone's intentions are good, and that is like kind of scary. So anyways, now I'm going to do my lip, and for my lip I wanted to use something that I don't normally use, and that is this color from Bite Beauty. And what shade is this? Glace, Glace, with a little accent. I don't know. It says it's a matte lip crown, so we're gonna try it. It literally just looks like my lips. Oh wait, it's a little bit darker. That's good. Final step, I have this, again, it's a Bite Beauty. It's like a mini, and this one was darker, and this is the color Chai. So I'm gonna do like this one on the outer edges. Honestly, I don't know about on camera, but to me it looks pretty similar. And this is the finished look. I think it actually turned out pretty good, and I think the coverage looks really nice. Obviously, there's gonna be texture. Acne has texture, y'all, so. that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, chatty catty, get ready with me, and feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye guys.